Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Holy hotness. That's why I'm standing under the deck here at my neighbor's house, watching her fountain. How does your fountain flow? It's not that hot. It's only 74 degrees. But holy hotness with the humidity. That looks like a Batman statement. Holy hotness with the humidity, Batman. It's 78% humidity, so this hair, it's just gonna keep doing its own thing. Yeah, it's just gonna keep popping out all over the place, like the hairs on my lips. You know, when I was younger, all I wanted to do was look a little older. Yes, I mean, okay, so like when I was 16, my dad would say when we would go to the movies, you tell them you're 10 or 11, you're not 12 yet, because under 12 got a cheaper ticket, okay? So even at 16, I was saying I was 10, and they were believing me, okay? And I just wanted a little definition to the baby face that I carried for so long. Even into my 40s, I had a baby face, and people always thought, I smell something dead. People always thought I was so much younger. This is not what I wanted, okay? I didn't want weird hairs growing out of my upper lip. I didn't want mole hairs that my dental assistant just yanks out when I go to get my teeth cleaned. You know what I'm saying? She'd chick. And I was like, what are you doing? She was like, well, there was a hair there. Well, I mean, well, thanks, but I'm going to have to check the mirror better before I come in here, because I'd rather pluck my own chin hair. Thank you very much. But I was telling my friend this morning, I said, you know, when you're older, you just start sprouting hairs in weird places. And he said, well, I think for most men, we wish the hair would have stayed on our head and not grown hair out of our, and I finished his sentence, ears and noses. And he was like, yeah, what is that? Oh, I got the fountain working and now the birds are coming. Look at me. I fixed the fountain. Not really. All I did was turn it off and turn it back on. I don't know. I think something keeps tripping the circuit. Oh, I didn't turn off the water. God, I forgot to turn off the water. I'm glad I'm still here. I came down here to put water in the fountain and it wasn't on. And I made sure it had plenty of water. And then I flipped it off and flipped it back on, and I forgot to turn off the water. Okay, well, it's off. That's another thing. When you start getting older, is you just start forgetting weird stuff. You know, because your mind gets scattered in 1,000 other places. And you're like, what was I doing again? Yeah. And Penny's just wishing we would go walk somewhere, but it's cool here. There's no sun here. It feels good. It feels like 74 degrees here. My boss has a raccoon that visits now, and she doesn't like the raccoon visiting, but she feeds the stray cats. So she said she had to stop putting out the cat food in hopes that the raccoon would move on. But she said when she opened her door the other night to set the cat food out, and she puts it up on the rail by her door so the cats can jump up there and eat it. But she said the raccoon was in her front yard peeking from behind a tree, looking at her like, you putting it out? Huh? You putting the good stuff out for me? And she said, I just took it back in. And she said, I thought, well, I hope the cats find a better place to eat. Or a different place to eat, not a better place to eat. I can't imagine a better place to eat than from her front porch. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, how did we get there? I was on aging, and I ended up with raccoons. Oh, because I left the water on. See, it's a scary game up in there. But anyway, today I'm going to go get some dirt because my boss gave me a bunch of succulents, and I'm going to replant them. And I'm going to give some away, and I'm going to take some to the office. And, she gave me a whole big pot full, so I'm going to take care of that. And I might buy a plant because I have this pot in front of my hibiscus, and it has weeds in it. And so perhaps I should pull out the weeds and actually plant something in that pot to make it look pretty. I mean, that would be the right thing to do, right? Anyway, yeah, my friend, I was telling him, I said, you know, I can't wait till I turn 62, because in the county where we live, I can stop paying into school tax. And I don't know how other counties and states work, but in Cobb County, you can stop paying into school tax at 62. Now, the neighboring county, you have to be 67, which sucks to be them. But yes, I can't wait to turn 62 so I can stop paying this school tax on all these children I had. Anyway, my shoulder's hurting, so I'll be back. Okay, there's Penny. For everybody who says, I didn't get to see Penny, there's Penny, 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 Penny. Oh, Penny was about to have a nervous breakdown this morning because I turned on the iRobot. So my dad told me his iRobot quit working and had me order him a new one. So I ordered him a new one, you know. I was like, okay. I mean, well, when I went over there, his other one, the one that wasn't working, looked brand new. And I was like, can I take this home? And he said, yeah, I don't care, it don't work. I said, okay. So I brought it home, plugged it up, and sat it on the little docking station. And this morning, I got up and turned it on, and it rode around for a while doing its thing, and then it stopped and started beeping. And I thought, okay, maybe this is what the problem is. Well, the problem was it had some sort of like square block that was in the rollers, and it was giving an error message. So I got a brand new iRobot because it's been too long for him to return his, so I'm just going to keep this one. But anyway, it about made Penny have a nervous breakdown because it kept chasing her. And to be quite honest, it kept chasing me. And I finally got mad and put it in the hallway because I was trying to get ready and it kept running into my feet. And I was like, stop it. I mean, why do you just keep running into my feet? There's a whole big room around here where you can go without running into my feet. I'd step back and it would turn and face me. It was like it was on a mission to destroy me. Scary if you think about it. But anyway, Penny was shaking and I had to put her on the bed. Which is again why I don't take her to get groomed, because the dog has the most amount of anxiety of any dog I've ever known. So I groom her and I take care of her. And she doesn't have anxiety with her mommy. She just has anxiety with everything else. So it's all good. Ain't it, Penny? You ready to go? You ready to go, precious? Let's go. Okay, we're going. I'll be back. Let's go to Home Depot and look at plants, okay? Down here we've got the herbs. There's some lavender. I love lavender. I do pretty well with lavender. I do great with mint, but I think anybody could do great with mint because it scatters like wildfire. Rosemary, that's a pretty plant just to have, even if you don't use it. And then we have our vegetables. Lots of vegetables. More herbs on this side. And some geraniums. Geraniums. My mom loved geraniums. Oh, there's some peppers. My dad loves peppers. I do pretty well with peppers too. Ooh, there's cactuses on the inside. There's some blueberries. Because you know what I say, blueberries are our friends. We have figs, fig trees, and palms, some roses. Crepe myrtles. I have one of those crepe myrtles with the dark leaves, and it has stayed that size for the last 5 years. That's pretty. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty. I don't think this goes with that. That goes with that. I like that. It's an assorted shrub. Assorted shrub. A Podocarpus mackie. Podocarpus mackie. Common spelling. They need to be debudded. I love tick seed. I think that's tick seed right there. I have some that I planted last week that's yellow and red. I like that, whatever that is. I like them all. What am I saying? Lantana. I'll never have lantana again because it almost killed both my dogs and my cat. Okay, let's go inside. Still outside. That's pretty. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I'm trying not to talk so loud that people hear me, you know, and think I'm weird because I'm talking to myself. But I've noticed when I turn my camera around, I'm not as loud. I love those. But they're annuals. I don't like to plant annuals because they're annuals. Voila! I gotta go inside and get a buggy. They don't have buggies out here. They only have those big carts. And I will decease someone with one of those carts. They're kind of hard to control. Ooh, I'm so excited. Indoor plants. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the pot in front of the purple hydrangea with this in front of it to creep, because I think it's called a creeping Jenny. So I want it to creep out the front of the pot. And I think that'll go well with the dark purple of the hydrangea. And then that's for the succulents I need to repot. And I got some rocks. So, and some soil, some fresh soil for that pot. So there's my purchases. Okay, it's planted. And I've included the picture. And I'm hot. It's so humid. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. We hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. I'll talk to you on the next one, okay? Toodles.